Alright, welcome back. In this particular part right here, we want to actually go ahead and create the last chart before we connect our slicer and make our slicer very dynamic and actually make the dashboard to be very much interactive to the user and all of that. So now we are to show the level of expenses on a monthly basis that can translate to the revenue or the money that actually flows in and how much we have as a balance in our account. How do we go ahead and actually answer this question whatsoever? It's very simple and easy. Let us make that transition and see what it is that I'm talking about. So I'm going to click on analyze right here. For now, I'm just going to copy this away from here. So I'm going to go right and have this pasted right here. And once I've done that, I'm just going to have to make this one to go away. I'm going to take this away as well. So instead of me to have this particular source of income right here, I'm going to say expenses. So expenses right on this or the debit side, whatever. So now what I'm going to do right now, I want to drag my month down here and I have this. So the second one is going to be this right here. I'm going to have to copy, I'm going to have to drop it right here. So once I've done that, look at what's going to happen. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to make sure I don't actually have debit right here. Instead, I'm going to actually have to move it away and bring in my amount right in here. So now in this month, this is the debits and this is the amount that is left in our account or what we have left to be spent in other project whatsoever. Now we want to make some kind of transition from this particular pivot table to this pivot table on a single chart. How do we do that? It's very simple and easy. Let's go ahead and try that now. Okay, the first thing I'm going to be doing right now, I'm just going to copy this right away from here. Copy the month aspect here. I'm going to have to drop it down here. So once I've dropped it down here, right now it's not going to be connected as pivot table because it has no connection right now. We've broken the connection. So let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to go back to my dashboard environment and right now I'm going to pick this particular shape right here, double it and actually have it some kind of minimize a little bit. So we can actually make it a little bit curvy. Okay, fine. I'm going to drag it. I'm going to have it down here temporarily for now. We can adjust it later. So I'm going to go to the top level and I presume we have actually talked about the developer, which is very simple to actually activate and all of that if you don't have it. So go to the developer and go to insert right here. You're going to see this particular form control and the active X control or whatever. So don't concern yourself much about this, but just those ones right here. And we are going to be using option button form control. I'm going to click on it and go all the way down. And now we're going to have it right here. So here we go. So I'm going to actually align it down here. And I'm going to make sure I have my cursor right inside it. As soon as it is blinking, make sure you get all this off. So once you've done that, type in what you want to actually have right here. It's going to be the expenses or the debit whatsoever. So I'm going to have the expenses right here. So now make sure you click on it and actually have it doubled. So now we have it doubled. I'm going to put it right here and here is going to be some kind of balance or amount whatsoever. Don't highlight it. Your cursor is blinking, then take this away. I'm going to put in my amount. So amount right. So now we have this. So which means we have to extend what we have right here. Is not really cool. So we just have to extend this a little bit. So have it extended. And right now we just have to make sure it sits right. Just click two of them all together and make sure you centralize it. So now it's not well centralized. Go to the top level right here and actually make sure you say the bottom. So which is cool. Go back all the way down. Then you can see we have it the way it should be. So right now, as we've done this, so just go ahead and click on this and make sure you have it on highlight alone and right click on it. What are you going to do? Once you have it right clicked, go to form control and from form control, make sure your cursor is here and go all the way down to the analysis path right here. And once you move down to the analysis path, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to move this away from here. I'm going to have to link this right here and I'm going to click on OK. So because what we have selected right now is expenses, we have it to be 1, right? So now what are we going to do? I'm going to say OK if, if connection to make it even the header dynamic. So I'm going to say if this number right here is equal to 1, what I want you to give to me is the value from this particular debit side, which is the expenses side whatsoever. I'm going to hit enter, which is cool. But what about if it is not? What is going to happen? So right now, if I put into right here, it default to false because it is not and we've not provided it what the value should be. So right now to get the false away, I'm going to put my comma and say, okay, now if that is not the case, guess what is going to happen? I want you to actually pull the value from here for me. So because I'm going to be copying down, what I need to do right now is to make sure I lock this particular this particular cell down absolutely. So make sure you have your cursor inside there and press F4. Automatically you're going to have it. So if your F4 is not working for you, it depends on the configuration of your system, or you're not using the latest system, it might not work. Just use it, do it manually and surround it with the dollar sign whatsoever. So I'm going to hit enter right now, and I'm ready to actually have it copy all the way down. This is what it is. So now that we actually selected the amount, I'm just going to actually go ahead and highlight it and go all the way to the top level right here and go to insert. Once we get to insert, go down to this particular aspect and see what we can actually use. So we've just gotten this right here. I'm going to get this away from here because I don't need it, and I'm going to actually get this axis all away from here. So right now it's time to actually get this particular chart down to my dashboard environment. I'm going to actually click right here and actually make sure I have here selected nicely. Okay, fine. We just have to format it. So I'm just going to make sure I make it some kind of, sitting around here the way it should be. So nicely. So this is going to work fine. So what I'm going to do right now is just to make sure this particular one here, I'm going to go to home and reduce it. And now this is what we're looking for, right? So I just have to start to format this the way it should be. So right now, if I actually go to expenses, it's going to actually transit down to expenses, and this is very cool. So double click it, and what you're going to see is just this pop up right here. And I'm gonna bring it all the way down and make sure I'm seeing what I'm actually trying to get to format. So I'm gonna actually say go no border as well. I'm gonna say no border, and that is cool. We've just done that. I'm gonna click right on this and actually have to put the grid line off. Okay, the next thing right now is the label. So I just want to go to the top level right here. I'm going to go to this particular label side. I'm going to choose this right. And once I've done that, I can make it bold and all of that, so it actually comes up very well for us. So before we deactivate that, let me just show you what we're going to be using. I want to actually go ahead and change the color to something like this. I think I'm going to be cool with this particular color. Oh, that should be the border color, which is something we shouldn't actually have used, but I'm just going to go right here and give it the right color I really wanted for it. And now the chart has this. So we're not through with it, the chart yet, so just make sure you make the chart some kind of, wider. The weight should be actually expanded. This is beautiful, right? So it's too much, so you can reduce it from any angle, or you can actually close it if you really want that to happen. But I'm going to be cool with just what I have right now. So I'm going to have this closed. This is exactly what we need to do to have this created. So right now, what is left for us right away is for we to actually have our slicer connected together and make sure the dashboard is some kind of flowing the way it should be. Beautifully. So we've just gotten this particular part created, and nicely we are good to go to the next level to have the slicer dynamically right on it, and actually make sure we do this particular part where we have the slicer selected, multiple sliders selected, and all of that. Now we just click one single button and it has it some kind of cleared for us. So how do we do that? It's very simple and easy. We meet in the next tutorial.